Does the quarterback position have the most firepower of all the position groups at Arizona State? Another position breakdown here for PHNX Sun Devils. I'm Anthony Totri. On the latest position breakdown, that's what we're talking about, the gunslingers for the Arizona State Sun Devils. This is what the current quarterback room looks like heading into the 2025 season for the Arizona State Sun Devils. Of course, a couple losses, as every position group has. Navi Brunson, Trenton Bourget, Tyler Lascaris, and then you kind of look at the depth of this year's team. Of course, you bring back Jeff Sims. Jeff was, of course, the backup for Arizona State in 2024, did end up starting that one game against Cincinnati while Sam Leavitt was recovering from an injury. You look at Christian Hunt, also on that depth side of things for the Arizona State quarterbacks. He was here last year, back this season. Now, some of those freshmen that could be interesting, Cam Dyer, one of the highest rated players, if not the highest rated player in Arizona State's class of 2025, two-time Gatorade Player of the Year in New Mexico. And then you got Michael Tollefson. We know this is somebody that Arizona State fans have been itching to see in a Sun Devil uniform since he announced his commitment to Arizona State. Now, you look at the depth, of course, at this quarterback spot before we actually get into the starter here. You got to feel confident in Jeff Sims as that QB2. He's somebody that has had a really strong fall camp for the Arizona State Sun Devils, regardless of him getting reps with the twos, maybe going up against that second-team defense or third-team defense, even on 7-on-7s when he is throwing to some of the upper echelon receivers on this Arizona State roster. Jeff Sims has looked really, really good. I believe only the second time in his college career that he's actually going to have the same system going into a second season, which is kind of unfortunate for Jeff Sims, but really good for him going into this final season of his college career. You look at the depth, though. Where is that QB3? Is it Cam Dyer? Is it Christian Hunt? Is it Michael Tollefson? Kenny Dillingham, after Friday's practice, kind of said that that's still up for grabs between those three guys. So maybe we'll have a better answer, maybe going into that final week before we actually get to the first game of the season for Arizona State on who is going to be that QB3. But of course, everybody at home wants to talk about Sam Leavitt, the Heisman candidate, QB1, the dude who threw for 2,885 passing yards a year ago, 24 passing touchdowns to only 6 INTs and a QBR of 80. Good for 9th in the country. Look, Sam Leavitt, there's a reason that he is your starting quarterback, and there's a reason why we've got him as a breakout candidate, of course, in this position room. It's because he does everything that you want a quarterback to do at this level, right? He is a dual threat quarterback with a cannon of an arm. He can make the throws off schedule. He can throw off platform. He can run the football as well, keeping that defense honest. Now, we saw this all in 2024, but the bar is raised for Sam Leavitt specifically going into 2025. Why? Because guess what? Quattro, number 4, Cam Scattaboo, he's not here. He's making money for the New York Giants in 2025. So Sam Leavitt is going to have to be the star for Arizona State. You expect to see more early down throws from the Sun Devils in 2025. And I think the big thing that you're really looking at when we're talking about Sam Leavitt in 2025, aside from the clutch, right? Aside from his cannon of an arm, the precision, whatever, the thing that I want to see from Sam Leavitt in 2025, more than I want to see anything else, is his ability to continue to protect the football, right? You know, Arizona State has weapons. They're going to want to get Jordan Tyson the football. They're going to want to get Shimon Mateer the football. But something that Sam Leavitt did nearly flawlessly last year is he didn't make careless throws. He didn't force throws that he didn't think that he could make. And ultimately, that's how he ended up with only 6 interceptions last year. If this team in Arizona State is going to get back to the Big 12 championship, if they are going to be a college football playoff team, then you can't be giving extra possessions to the opposition, especially in this conference where there are a lot of high-flying offenses. TCU, Texas Tech, Kansas State, Baylor. The list goes on and on. So if there's one thing that I'm focused on for QB1 in 2025, it's taking care of the football. But one final look at what this quarterback room looks like for the Arizona State Sun Devils. Of course, you got Sam Leavitt as your starter and likely breakout candidate for the Sun Devils in this room. QB2, that's going to be Jeff Sims. And then QB3 up for grabs. Is it Michael Tollefson, Cam Dyer, or Christian Hunt? And then you say goodbye to the other guys, Navi Brunson, Trenton Bourguet, and Tyler Lascaris. Guys, head to the comments. Let me know what you think of this Arizona State quarterback room. I'd love to see some stat predictions for Sam Leavitt in 2025. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next position breakdown.
We all silly like the mayor.